All right, testing 1, 2. Mic should be on. What's going on, guys? Welcome, Atlanta DJ Zone Tech Tuesday Live. You're here with the kid. Been out for the past couple weeks, busy on other projects. Well, I'm back. Don't have a topic for tonight because I was kind of busy today as well. But well, let me do something because I haven't did anything in a while, and I leave it up to you guys to come up with a topic, something that you may want to discuss or whatever. I may need to search. I may need to search through the groups that I shared it with to see what type of questions and what it is that y'all want to talk about. So I'm going to open up the floor and I'm going to go ahead and post that link. I need to run and get my glasses because now I'm starting to the point where I have to depend on them because I wear 'em so often, even though I can still see. Let me go ahead and copy this link. So if anybody wants to join on, I do have something I want to share. And I actually received another one. I mentioned this in one of the groups before. Uh, a good idea for a DJ table, especially if you want to have just enough space for your setup. You don't want to use a 6 foot or a 10 foot or 8 foot table where you're using a small controller or you're using really not that much equipment, but you just want to have enough room for your setup to be in front of you. And I'm going to bring that down in a little bit. I'm going to set up um, in the green room, the room that I use for my green room effects. So I'm gonna set up there. That is the link. If you check the comments, this is the link right here. Must have a camera, must have a microphone. Prefer that you have at least a microphone, even if you don't want to be on camera. At least have a microphone so we can hear you. Because other than that, there's no need of you actually being on live. You could just reply with the comments. But that's the link right there, and it's in the comments for those of you that are watching on YouTube. I'm not really broadcasting anywhere else, just on the YouTube for right now. And I don't have my drink down here. Uh, I'm in the middle of. I haven't been in the studio in in this room. I haven't been in this room in a few weeks. I've been busy doing stuff in other rooms, getting ready to prepare for finishing of the basement, and I've also been trying to take care of my health and working out a lot more. So that has taken up a lot of my time, working like a couple of hours on programs or whatever. So that's what I'm doing. But now I'm back. I'm gonna try to come up with a topic for tomorrow, or excuse me, I'm gonna try to come up with a topic for next week. So make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure you share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you can receive those notifications. What's up, DJ Eric Prince? What's going on? I can always count on my man Eric to be here. Let's. I want to see your green screen. I know you showed me a little portion where you just had to subscribe, and that's all I saw. I didn't see a whole room transformation like what I have here. But I want to see what you done. If you done anything else besides what you showed me with your green screen. Because right now the green screen stuff, the chroma key and green screen is something that if you're doing virtual or if you're doing any type of streaming, it's it's like the thing that you need to know now. A year ago, people were getting into just the audio, trying to get the audio right to where it's not like the microphone that's picking up the music from the room to where you had to have direct audio. So now the thing is, you know, having a nice backdrop, having some good lighting to make sure that you're not shadowed out or whatever, and that's the thing that that you need to have right now. So I don't have a topic for tonight, but I do have something that I want to share. I don't have the room to set it up here, and it's going to take me a few minutes to set up. Let me see what you say. Uh, you took it down. Check out Twitch video. Change the background a few times. Okay, gotcha. And I really do need to go get my glasses. But what else? What else is going on? What since you're here? What's the breeze that we can shoot tonight? Because I was going to get a couple of you guys to get on, and then maybe start a topic. And while y'all starting the topic, I can go and transition into the other area. I'm not going to be on really not long tonight. I don't even know this episode may be like a episode that I won't even touch or do anything with, because it's just shooting the breeze. We just gonna be here. We just gonna have fun and so forth, and talk with whatever it is that anybody wants to talk about or whatever. Let's see what you said. No contact tonight. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get with DJ Radon. I've been using my Newmark PTO1 Scratch, which is a portablest turntable, battery powered. I've been using that, or I'm starting to use it a lot more now. Of course, it has some issues with it because I haven't used it in a while. The switch for the tone arm is not turning on the platter on and off whenever I move the tone arm back and forth from lock position to platter. So right now, I have until I figure out how to get that. I have to turn it on and off from the switch, the power switch, um, whenever I'm not using it, to conserve the battery. And then also I got a little jumper wire that's missing that keeps the sound from playing throughout, and I'm still waiting for replies. Oh, contact lens. Look, wait, let me see what you said before that. Oh no, I haven't had contact lenses in like over 10 years. If the next thing besides glasses, I would like to go to LASIK. My wife, she got LASIK when we first started dating, and at that time they were like 3,000. And now, well, of course, stuff like that. As your eyes start to get worse, or as you put more strain on your eyes, it will start to weaken out. So LASIK does not last a lifetime. Whatever they tell you, it does not last a lifetime. So now she's gone back to glasses. But since now, if I'm getting it now, then it'll last long enough for me, or it should, because like I said, I haven't had glasses or contacts in like a while, and I don't really like depending on them because sometimes I misplace them and they're not available. But anyway, we'll need to talk about that. That's not important. Um, like I said, I do have something that I want to show, and I meant to do a video for the zone group, but I haven't had time to do it. So in order for me to do it, I would need to set up in the green room, which I have my laptop there. I have the laptop there that I want to transfer to, but I want to get a discussion here so I can get a couple minutes to switch over to that room, because like I said, it may be something that people may want, and I'm not even for sure that it's going to be big enough. I'm looking at right now taking my Rain 12s and my 62 and moving it over to that place, to that area, and then seeing if it's large enough. I don't remember. I don't think and it may be too short. I think it's gonna be a little too short, or it may be just right, but I'm actually thinking that it's gonna be too short to where I may have to have like a countertop in order to do what I needed to do. But I haven't tried it yet. I've used it with my NS7, which my NS7 is in a case. So that's more like perfect because the NS7, even if it extends over, it still will fit. And this table can hold up to 1,000 pounds and it's super easy. It's real easy to set up and break down. I mean, it only takes a few seconds just like that. I mean, you can have it set up in probably 5 to 10 seconds and break it down in probably about 10 seconds. I mean, setting it up is easier. Of course, breaking it down takes a little bit more, but the more you get used to it, it just becomes real easy. And like I said, in order for me to show that, I would need to be in the other room because I don't have enough room in this area to do it. So let's see what we got going on. Go ahead and switch over. You're going to eat. I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to my cave, and I'll be. All right, cool. So let me see, cause I got a another "Be Right Back" clip that shoot, it's in OBS. No, I don't want to mess with that. I think I have one. Let me see. I think I have something that I can that's not a video, but something I can just pop up on the screen that says I'll be right back. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, I used I didn't use enough. And I'm thinking that may be in is it here? Nope. I wonder if I have it on this computer. All right. And I cannot find it. Ah, there it is. All right, so let me get this up on screen. Okay, where did I find this? Let me find this location. File location. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. Put Baby Yoda up, man. I want to try to do that. I want to try to use it. It's hard to use that outside of a different location, and I haven't tried to use it from a computer yet. No video. Let me put it right here. All right, I don't have it set up right now. All right, you know I'm live before you come down here with your phone blasting, right?
I do. Dinner just finished.
It's completely finished.
I don't. It went off.
Did you toss it
Yeah.
at 7?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be up there in a second. Give me a minute. Okay. I need to change. And why did that disappear? All right, there we go. And I'll be right back. All right, still working on it. Almost done. I'm almost done in a few minutes. off of this one. What is that? All right, here we go. Okay, I need to turn it off. There we go. And I need to mute that. All right, I had to make some changes in the other room. And I think I need to make some chroma key changes too. I could probably get by, I think. How's the sound? Does it sound good? Can you hear me good from right here if I have the mic right there? Test test 1 2. Can y'all hear me? What I did, I changed. Pull this tag off. I changed rooms because what I'm gonna be demonstrating in a few minutes, I'm gonna need to do it in this room. I needed more space, floor space. So I moved everything over to this room, and I need to make some tweak settings to the chroma key. Got a little bit of reverb. What I might do, I might just move the mic out in front of me. I could probably go get the. I was gonna say I can go and get the lapel mic, but then I have that cord that I have to be watching out for. Yeah, I guess it's clear if I'm standing right up on it. So let me make some tweaks. To this green screen feature in StreamYard. I could probably do it with my lights. If I take the light down a little bit, let me see if that makes a difference. Makes a difference until you get to my legs. So let me make some. That may be good enough right there. Yeah, I think that'll do. That's good. Y'all freeze for a second. Am I still frozen? I can't tell because I'm not watching the preview. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Am I still frozen? Am I still frozen? Okay, no. Okay. All right, let me go upstairs and take care of a couple things, and then I'm gonna show y'all what I got that I was talking about. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Thanks everybody for holding on. Jump into this real quick. I mentioned this probably about a week ago. This right here. I mentioned this probably about 2-3 weeks ago, a while back, where somebody was asking about DJ tables, and I made a preference to like a workbench type table that I use in the garage whenever I'm doing, well, basically anything, not just woodworking stuff, but anything. If I need extra counter space or whatever, if I'm working outside, even if I'm working on the cars or whatever, I pull that out because it's simple, quick, easy to get to, and it's compact. It can fold up real quick. Well, I now have another one. My folks have one that I gave them many moons ago, many suns ago, years, whatever, and they didn't use it. So I asked about it while I was there, and it was still there. It was in the same condition. Ooh, that's real bad. Let me make some changes to that. Turn that. Hopefully that should clear that up. I may need to turn the light back up instead of down. All right. So anyway, they weren't using it, and I repossessed it, and I brought it back home. So now I got two, and this one is in light new condition. You go ahead and get it out. Now, the company that makes this is called Keter. Keter. I'll put the description and the details and in the comments or in the description after the video. Now, this was a Black Friday special. It was a Black Friday special from Walmart, and it was a Black Friday special from Walmart for $40. Recently, somebody reposted the exact same bench that was at Sam's for $40. Now, I tried to go to Sam's and it wasn't available in store. It was an online thing only. And by the time I was about to order, they had been already gone at that price. They were gone at that price. They're still available now, but they're $20 higher, which brings it to about $60. Now, these things, the weight that it says it can hold is 1,000 pounds. So you could probably work with a car engine on this with no problem, as long as you don't, you're not putting a lot of weight to one particular side, then you shouldn't have no issues. I don't like the way that green screen looks. And I do have enough light, so I don't know why I don't know if I'm too bright. Okay, that's better. I didn't have my light up bright enough since I'm so far back. But anyway, I've used this with my NS7. I use it outside. I also use like a X keyboard stand sometimes, but this one is more sturdy and will be a lot better to use than the keyboard stand. Now, this is the way it works. Here is the handle right here. And let me bring this box out so I can show it a little bit higher. Now, this is like solid plastic. It's plastic. Yes, it's plastic, which makes it light. I'm not for sure exactly how much the weight is, but I would probably say somewhere probably about around 20, maybe 25 pounds. Mostly everything on here is plastic except for the legs. The pole to the legs, which if I turn it around right here, you got 4 legs. 2 right here and 2 right here. And they're metal. I would probably say maybe like probably stainless steel or whatever. But anyway, you never have to touch the legs. Well, in most cases, you don't have to touch the legs. Everything is done with a simple operation, which I'm gonna go ahead and get to it now. And see, that's the depth of it. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches. Now, yeah, about 4, somewhere between 4 to 5 inches in depth. And it's pretty solid. Like I say, you can do a lot with it. There's the instructions or the sheet is still on here how to use it, which I didn't pull it off. I had to. Yeah, they had it in the storage house, and it was dusty. And when I got it out, I immediately hosed it off and let it dry while we was there or whatever. Now it does come with some other stuff that you can use. I don't need to use them in this video, but I would say keep it with the table because it stays hidden. Never know when you might need it, for whatever you're doing, but you can also use it for other purposes. All right, let me go ahead and take it out. So now this is how you do it, and I'm gonna have to aim the camera down some so you can see what I'm doing. So let me bring it down to the floor. And I probably should have turned off the chroma key because it just looked like I'm just doing this against the wall. But anyway, you lay it flat. And what you do, there's handles on the side. If you see right here, these red pieces, those are handles. I just grab the handles. There, done. Well, no. Done is for that. It's sturdy. I mean, I wouldn't use it from here. What you have to do, Nick, there's a piece, this piece right here. You flip this up and it locks. And if you can't see right here, you probably can't see it. But right here, this is a button right here that tells you that it's locked. And as for that point, there, ready to go. And it just flipped down on me. It unlocked for some reason. I think I didn't have it pushed in all the way. Yep, I didn't have it pushed in all the way. But now it's locked. And now you can stand on it. And that's it. Now, since I got it up, and I'm going to show you how to break it down, let me show what other pieces it comes with. Since it's an actual workbench, it comes with a set of clamps. And I'm just only going to pull out one. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, to slide this one out, there's a clip right here on the back side right here. I hold that and then it slides out. Now, if I need this end to go in, then I squeeze the trigger. And as you can see, it's moving forward. If I need to slide it back, there's a trigger right here on the back side. Right here, this little black piece. I push on it and then slide it back. And like I said, there's a compartment. There's a compartment under the table that these go in. And there's one on each side. There's one right here. The red that you see right there, there's one right there, and then this one goes on the other side. And they actually fit. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, there we go. They fit like this. So you can actually clamp material onto your table. So if I have a board or something right here, then I can squeeze it and it'll clamp on. Now, maybe or maybe not. I don't think you could. I wouldn't use this with DJing. Is you can clamp your controller or whatever in here. I wouldn't use it for that. So unless you just have another use where you need something like clamp down on the edge or whatever, then I would disregard using this for that. So okay. In order to put it back under, I need to slide this end back all the way down to the end, like so, and have this one to go. And it needs to be like this. And then it has a I may not be doing the best of demonstrating this, but I'm trying. Wait. And am I putting it in the wrong way? Okay, there we go. And it's in. Now, real quick, let me show you how to break it down. Reverse process. You push your button right here. You have to push it in to unlock it. Flip this piece right here back down in a horizontal space. Now, I'm going to show this in two different ways. I'm going to do it in this angle, and then I'm going to do it in a better angle than you can see it. But instead of the handles that I opened it with was right here to open it. Now, you got a different set of handles that you use in order to close it. Now, in order to close it, you have to touch the sides a little bit. You touch the sides a little bit, and you see how that's coming up and down? That's what I'm going to grab in order for it to retract. Instead of grabbing here, I'm reaching down and I'm grabbing this and boom, done, ready to go. And we out. Again, let me do opening it, lay it down flat, handle up, and it's on the other side. Boom, I'm done. It's locked. And I have to make sure that it stays, that it's locked when I have it up. If you don't see the lock where it says lock, then it's not locked. You want to make sure that you pull it and that it's locked in. Because other than that, nothing will move. This is a solid piece that keeps it from bowing in. If you don't have it locked and if it's laid flat, this whole piece, it will bow in with whatever weight, and then your legs aren't stable. And all right, reverse procedure to break it down. I turn. I might need to tap it a little bit. Okay. All right, my lock is off, so that can fold down. Handle is already out. I reach from the bottom. Boom. And may have to just tap that a little bit to get it in, but that's it. And you're ready to go. You out. Now, the thing that I was worried about, I don't know if you have a controller, this will be enough to use a controller with. But if you're using turntables and a mixer, I'm not for sure that it's wide enough. You may have to have a longer surface in order to have it. So you may need to bring a board that's long enough to put your decks and your mixer on whenever you get ready to do it. Now, let me open it up and show you again from a side angle as for how it works. All right, I'm gonna open it up again. I'm gonna just do it from this angle. And nope, I need to have it down. That's it, done. That was probably a good 2-3 seconds. All right, now from the sides, let me show you. And I'm gonna have to slide further down because these pieces right here, this X, it goes in. It's a pivot right here that allows it to pivot out. So I need to unlock it. All right, there, it's unlocked. This piece that has the handle is down and my handle is exposed. So, like I said, I don't grab this piece. I opened it here. In order to close it, I grab this handle. So, what you may have to do, you may have to just tap this a little bit to make sure that it's not completely locked in. Tap it a little bit to make sure that it is going in. See how that slides up? So I'm picking up, and it also pulls the legs in. And there, your legs are retracted, and you're good to go. And as you can see, it's not that bulky. So you can get it in between some speakers and maybe lay it flat and put stuff on top of it. It's not real big to where it'll take up a whole lot of space. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna set it back up, and then I'm gonna run into the studio and get my Range 12s and mixers and see if it's enough to fit on here. And then I'm also put a cloth over it. And I have thought I had a black. I did have a black tablecloth, but I'm gonna use this for right now since it's available. To make sure that it's covered up and that it looks clean. And this is actually too long. Pull it more over on this side. And then you also have space under the bottom where the clamps were. So you got space there to put anything that you need to go up under there. So now and hopefully it'll be big enough. Let me grab these decks. And actually, this is going to be real close. I don't think there's going to be enough room. Nah, that's definitely not going to be enough room. Then I got a mixer, and then I got another deck. I kind of figured it was going to be too big, too small. So if I was doing a small event where I only need to bring one controller, and one mixer, it will be good enough. Actually, I need to slide it. I like my stuff closer to me. Like I said, if you're using a controller, you got more than enough room. But if you're using a turntable, if you're using turntables, or if you're using a mixer and a controller, unless you're using a smaller mixer, maybe like a mix stick, what is it? New Vestex mix stick, or something that's smaller with a 7-inch. This Range 62 is a 10-inch mixer. So let's see how much space. Let's see exactly. How much space would I need on the other side? Oh yeah, I'm way off. I would need about another 5 inches. So what I would do in this case, I would cut a board that's the exact dimensions that I need, and then that board would sit on here, and my tablecloth would extend out to there. And I do have something I can use. Like I said, if you use a small controller, or even if you got something if you use a case and a coffin, then this is what you can use. All right, let's try this again. Pull that off. And this is a lot larger than what I needed. Let me see if I got something smaller. I usually do. And I do not see it. It must not be in the house. No, I don't. Let's continue with this. And this is, oh, I need to, hold on a second. Let me plug my laptop in. Its battery's about to die out. All right, there we go. So now this is what I use for my actual countertop in the studio. And this is about maybe 1.25 inches thick. Commercial grade. commercial grade cubicle desktop. And this is not an actual. This is one of my. This is a black backdrop. This is not an actual tablecloth, so it's a lot larger than what I need. Let's see. Slide that. All right, but this right here is more than enough. And what I don't like seeing other DJs have is tables that's taking up so much space that people see an opportunity to sit stuff on. Like, oh, let me get my. They out here dancing, having a good time, have his plate or his drink in his hand. You're like, oh, let me sit my plate right here, or let me sit my drink right here, because that's exactly what they do. If they see a place to put their stuff, they're gonna put it there. So that's why I was saying, if you do use this, only use a top that's the right amount of space that you're gonna need. So right now, that's one deck. And what I would do in this case, I'm so ADD, I would want everything centered in the table. Butt up against each other, middle of the table, squared, and that's still not there. But in this situation, if I'm gonna have, and I do have two types of stands, this is one stand I would use. But before I would take that one, I would take this one. This one looks more like a music stand, but it's actually a laptop stand by Samsung. Only paid a few dollars for this one from my favorite store, Bargain Hunt. That's why I tell y'all you need to check out the stores. But I would have this one sit to this side, and I may not want to take this one because, well, it's on the table. I would have something that's sitting off to the side. Now, I don't have a big thing against facades. I don't really like them because I like people to see me when I'm talking. I don't want to be, just head, or probably not even that. I like to interact with people from where I am. And some people don't know, but people do watch what the DJ do. And if you're a type of DJ that when you mix, you're an interactive DJ, meaning that you may scratch, you may do some beat juggle, you may do some type of showmanship, you may try to do some tricks or whatever. And people, they need to see that. So you need, as a DJ, you need to put on a show, not just behind a cover or whatever. And there's a few guys that agree with me. And I was going to make a facade at one time, but just for the point, and I decided what am I going to do with it after I get it built? I was going to make one to show how you can do the lighting, how you can, make one that's affordable. And I could have made it and sold it off to somebody or gave it off or raffle off or, whatever. But I'm like, why go through all that work? That's just another thing that's probably going to end up sitting around here. So I didn't bother doing it. But you know what? Since I got this here now, this is going to be tomorrow. Is that somebody's phone? Okay. All right, let me bring the camera up now since I don't need it down so low. Okay, what the hell is that? All right, so the camera's good. Let me do like this so I got more. Because I don't have it centered in the room. And that bothers me too. That, what in the hell? Okay, let me turn this off because this might be this Bluetooth speaker. All right, so tomorrow I do the cutting room. So I'm gonna do, and now it's off. It's tilted. That's good enough. All right, so since I have this set up here now, tomorrow I will be doing the cutting room from this location. I will have an overhead camera. I would definitely have a better front camera. So tune in tomorrow. I'm not sure about the time because I'm gonna have one of my mentors, DJ Radon. I'm gonna see if I can try to get him if he's available. I need to find out his available time. What I need to work on now, I need to work on my flares and my orbits. Now, if you're not a turntablist, that's fine. I would suggest come through because the methods that he uses and the methods that I understand and that I use to teach, it may be something that you can pick up. So I would say follow me tomorrow, and I may even do a live broadcast to YouTube, and we're gonna do some scratching. I may do something tonight. I'm not for sure while I'm setting up because I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to mount stuff overhead. I do have a backdrop frame, and I may just use that to put my overhead without having to take stuff down, a whole bunch of stuff that I have in the other room down. So I may do that. Let's see the model. Let me go because I have to head back to the table. Or no, I have to head back to the laptop to see what y'all guys are seeing. I mean, I see it. Let me just bring it up on screen. You was asking the model of the table. I'm gonna put that in the description or in the comment after I'm done because I have to look it up too. I basically have the link. I have the link somewhere where I can share it. All right. Yep. And I think Eric, that's what you was replying to when. Okay, because I haven't eaten yet. But say I'm somebody that's dancing or whatever. Hey, this is my song. This is my jam. I need to put my food table right there. Boom. They just put food right in front of your gear, which you can't see. So now you got food in front of you, and let's just say I'm a different person. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, shoot. Let me sit my drink down right here. And boom, they got their drink right next to your stuff. And now your table is becoming cluttered with food and drink and other stuff. I mean, the thing that you can do, I mean, you could bring stuff to fill up that space, or you could move your gear. You can move your gear all the way up where they don't even see the space. They would have to put it in front of you, which that would be a definite no-no. But the thing is, I like my stuff. I mean, I could work with it like this, but I like it being close to me, especially if I'm doing like body tricks or something like that. So I wouldn't really go that route. I would have everything like I have it here. And my mixer has to be centered. I mean, I could probably have more stuff on the other side, but right there. So after this show, you guys will see that I'm gonna start setting stuff up, putting stuff here, and set up. And like I said, the cutting room. The cutting room is a messenger, Facebook Messenger rooms. If you're not familiar with rooms, it's the icons that you see at the top of your homepage or your main page on Facebook, and you can use those. It's basically like it's Zoom. It's Facebook's version of Zoom. That's as simple as I can put it. It's Facebook's version of Zoom. Now, you were able to do this before they created Rooms, but they have so many features in it now that Rooms is a separate entity than Facebook Messenger, because in Facebook Messenger, you could do video chat with a group or whatever. I think you can. I have never tried it, but I know if you create a group, I am group, then you have the option to do video. But I don't think we ever. I don't know if we ever did it then. But that's what Rooms is. Rooms is a version where you can go and you can talk to anybody or anybody's up to 49 other people in one room. There's ways that you can create more rooms, but then you have to do group. If you're not a part of it now, make sure you join the pandemic games and enter. Well, you know what? Yeah, join it. But what I'm going to have to do, because Facebook took out the rooms feature, the main feature that I needed is gone, and Facebook hasn't restored it. So probably what I'm going to do is just create a whole nother group and tell everybody, hey, this group, I'm shutting this group down, migrate over to the other group, then the event's going to start. So look out for events coming in June, May, June. Yep, in June. I'm going to start up in June. Whether Facebook changes or not, I'm just going to create a whole nother group and then invite everybody to that group. So y'all be sure to look out for that. Now, like I said, I do have the floor open. The link is there if you want to join in. If you got any questions that you want to ask about this stand, because like I said, it's 30, and it's like I said, it's $60. You can use it for more than just that. If you're using the controller with a case, then that's perfect. You don't need the extra. You don't need the extra countertop like what I have here. You don't need that. Your case will serve whatever extra. And for most of it, if you're using like a Rain 1 or whatever, this is all that you need. You don't, it should fit the Rain 1 by itself. But if you're using any controller, anything that's either that is large enough to put it on, or even if it's not large enough and whatever you're using, if you're using like a SZ, and I think the SZ is maybe about where the dimensions at, but whatever you're using, you'll be able to get it on here with or without a case. So you wouldn't need to do, that's what, let me see what you said. You had a question. Let me see, before the game night. With the wires, there should not be much room. Now, depending on how you have your wire management, my wire management, I run it toward me. I would run it this way. I would run it under my decks because there's space. So I would run my cables right around. Let's see. With this, I would run it right around the legs. And let me turn off your. I will run it right around the legs and then run it up under the front and then up under the table. Then that way my wires aren't exposed that way. The only wires you'll see is from right here, but nothing will go over. Now, I can create like a template or some type of, not exactly a facade, but a cover piece that can extend all the way from here to here, that will hide my cables, and I can wrap it up under, or better yet, let me see, because this table does have some hole. Well, I can't do it because this countertop is solid. Now, what I could do, I could drill a hole right here and then put some type of pegs or put some risers, put something that brings it up a little bit higher, which most DJs may want. This may not be right now. This is my height. This is my perfect height. This is about what I mean. I can probably go with a little bit higher, but this right here works for me for what I need to do. But for some people that may be a little bit taller or that want their setup higher, take maybe some 2x4s, put one under each corner. That brings it up. And if you got a hole right there, then drop your cables through, and then you can either run your cables over the front or you can run them under the back. And that's with a little cut, with a little slit in your tablecloth, so it goes through and it goes down. All right, now I got Eric trying to come in. Let's see what's up. K Pasa. What's going on? I got Eric trying to come in. Your speaker's up a little loud. I can hear myself.
What's up, brother?
What's going on? So
I shouldn't have anything.
What's your question?
I'm on headphones. Headphones? Yes, I'm on headphones.
Well, why can I hear myself?
So,
hold on, let me turn myself down. I don't know if I'm.
it's the Twilight Zone.
All right. All right. So what's going on? What's the deal?
Yeah. And I have a nothing, man. Chilling. just come check you out every Tuesday. Excuse me.
I appreciate it, man. If there's nobody that I know that shows up, I know you'll be here. Even if it's 9:28, I would get a message from you. Are you going on tonight? And it's either a yes or no. Sometimes I think there was one time where I wasn't going to do anything, but I'm like, man, if you're gonna be there, I'm gonna do it just for you. We're gonna chop it up. I don't have no topic. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but if you there, I'm there. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you for being here. I appreciate the 7, 8, or however many people that I see that's here right now. Y'all go ahead. Let me see who's here. Go ahead and put in the comments. And if you want to join with us on screen, let me put that link up again. If you go to the very top, of the post, and it may have shown when you join in. Look for this link right here, and you could join me and Eric, this guy right over here.
I have.
So
I have your SL3 hooked up.
You got it?
I think I sent you a picture of hookup.
You sent me. I think the last picture that you sent me was the chroma key with the subscribe right there. Now let me ask you this: How did you put that right there?
Oh, okay.
There's a long delay.
Oh, you mean the green screen?
Yeah.
I boxed off the window.
Is that it right there? Is that it right there? That's it?
You remember the window that's always behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
So I put. Yes.
But see, it's gray. So you got your chroma key turned on now.
I had the green material, you remember? No.
So you took it down. I have to wait for his reply because I see there's a delay.
Yes.
Okay, because I never did.
No,
see right now what you have up there now is gray. So I didn't know whether you still had it up and it shows as gray. Okay, because I never did. See right now what you have up there now is gray. So I didn't know whether you still had it up and it shows as gray. Okay, yep, you took it down.
Yeah.
So what did you use?
You remember what we was doing
your actual cloth, or you use
we was doing a sound check for the game room in March.
So what did you use? Did you use your actual cloth, or use tablecloth game room in March?
There's a crazy delay, dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. You didn't go this route, did you? Wait.
There's a crazy delay, dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. You didn't go this route, did you? Wait.
No, I got some material from Amazon.
Okay.
I got some material from Amazon and I cut strips. No, I got some material from Amazon. I got some material from Amazon and I cut strips.
So how big of a material did you get?
And to put them onto the curtain rod. I don't remember. And to put them onto the curtain rod,
I had the paper binders.
Okay, yeah, clips, paper clips.
Don't remember?
I don't know why we have this huge delay.
Paper clips. Yeah.
All right, wait, hold on a second. I think let me see if this is the reason we have the delay. I don't know why we have this huge delay. All right, wait, hold on a second. All right, I went and closed out the other session that I had in the other room. I don't know if it's more real time now. It's supposed to be, it's usually real time. All right, I went and closed out the other session. No, it's not.
Oh,
I had in the other room. I don't know if it's more real time now. It's supposed to be, it's usually real time. Now, Derek, did you ever
yeah,
go
talk,
to
talk.
I'm replying to what
Yeah, I
you
can't hear
said
you
here.
here. Like I can't. My TV's up, but there's no
Now,
sound
Derek,
going through it.
did you ever go to Are you still in Birmingham or you in North Carolina?
Like, my TV's up, but there's no sound going through it.
It's not. It's no sound going.
Are you still in Birmingham or you in North Carolina?
It's not.
He said he
No
doesn't
sound
hear the
going.
delay, but the delay is between when I talk and when Eric hears it, because I can hear it when he hears it, but there's like maybe a 15-second delay before he replies to what I say. And usually in the chat it's more real time. Okay, you still in Birmingham. Now, did you see the post that I created the other day? We was coming back from Mississippi through Birmingham, and we stopped at Bucky's, the huge gas station. One of my cousins said that there's 259 pumps, but I counted about 150. My wife said it was about 100. No, I counted 100. She said it was 120. And I know a lot of people say they've been to that gas station too. The Bucky's that's in Leeds on the east side, on the east end. The first exit after 459 on 20. Oh, you haven't been there yet? And the gas was cheaper too. The gas was I think 249. All right, let me try this real quick, Eric. Let me refresh because I'm on a laptop now. Let me refresh it and see if it clears out the latency. Hold on a second, guys. Right back. Okay, that's not the one. This one. All right. Now,
Check one, check two.
stop now?
Oh,
Was there still a delay?
1 2 1 2.
All right. Now,
Check one, check
there's
two.
there's still a delay. Never really had this problem before. Was there still a delay?
1 2 1 2.
Now, there's still a delay. All right, let me try this real quick. Let's see. All right, let me try this.
I hear it too.
All right, let me try this.
I hear it too. I hear it too.
I can't hear. I guess I couldn't hear it because you muted. You muted your mic. But can you hear me in real time now? Nope.
I can hear you.
But it's not. Usually when we do the chat, it's supposed to be in real time.
Correct.
So you can hear me now in real time.
No.
But it's not. Usually when we do the chat, it's supposed to be in real time.
Correct.
So you can hear me now in real time.
No.
But it's not. Usually when we do the chat, it's supposed to be in real time.
Correct.
And now you're getting the echo. How close are you to your mic? It's not.
Mic is right here.
And your audio is coming out through your earbuds.
Dude.
Oh, you use no. Okay. But I shouldn't be hearing myself though. Oh, you use no. Try this. Drop out for a second and come back. If anybody else wants to join in, like I said, the link is at the top. If I need to repost it again, I will. Only going to hold this up for a few more minutes. So if you didn't see it the first time, here it is. Here it is again to join in. Webcam is preferred, but not necessarily needed. But you do need to have a mic.
I want to.
All right, now test 1 2. Can you hear me real time now?
Real time like a motherfucker.
What?
Like a motherfucker.
Okay, we good now.
You never heard of a motherfucker?
Mofofo.
A motherfucker. That's when you don't want to curse. You say you motherfucker.
Oh, let me ask this question. I asked this question earlier. Since you're here, let me ask you, because they said that it migrated up that far. Have y'all been encountering what we are encountering down here in the South as a gas shortage?
With the gas? I haven't. Well, dude, I filled up last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I only use my car like 5 miles a day, back and forth to work, 6 miles. So I'm not feeling it. I haven't seen those lines. I haven't seen the lines. I haven't seen people really wondering. But I've been hearing from my friends in Florida and from down your way about the lines and shit. You know, so we haven't been really feeling it. And the once that line is back up, it's going to take like at least 2 weeks before people are going to start feeling some type of relief. They pump that gas at 5 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? So look how long it's going to take it to get to there from Texas to Atlanta. Just saying.
Yeah, it's about what? About 2-3 days.
Yep. So even when they get it open, y'all guys are gonna still have problems for a few days.
Well, I think the thing is there's I guess it depends on the gas station. There's sub refineries because there's refineries that are near this area that I know that gas come from. And I don't know whether they have tankers that move gas to this point, and then they have other tankers that transfer it to locally to gas stations locally, and maybe pipe it down even further. I don't understand how that process works, but if you see my post today, me and my wife, we went to my youngest son. He had a field day event, or no, it was outdoor picnic. We went to the outdoor picnic. We stopped by Pizza Hut first, and the Pizza Hut was near the gas station that I was going to stop by. We didn't have no time, so we went to the picnic, and I said, okay, before we head home, we need to stop and fill up. So I went to the Kroger's gas station nearby, and as I pulled in, it was like maybe 2 cars in front of me. There was a car at the pump, and then there was a car in front of me. And then, but there were other lines too, and the other lines were long. And this Kroger's has 2 separate pumping stations or 2 separate areas to pump with probably maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3, probably about 20 at the main, and then they got another section that's about a couple feet down that's nothing but pumps. And where I was, that's where all the gas was. There was nobody. I guess they had shut down the other section, but there was a line starting to form, and the only thing that was available was premium gas. They had a sign over the 87 and the 89 saying, premium only.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only get 93. And my wife thought, well, shoot, she was gonna go somewhere else that may have had regular, because her car doesn't need premium. Her car doesn't need premium. The van doesn't need premium. My Honda doesn't need premium, but my Lexus does. But I've never used, maybe the first couple a month or so after I got it, I used premium, but then I went to using regular.
Dude, I saw that post.
Used regular. I used that fuel additive. I used that Lucas fuel additive.
I saw that post. Saw that post.
And so I don't use 93. I use 87 with the fuel additive, because depending on what stations you going to, the 93 doesn't make a difference from the 87.
Yeah, the quality of gas. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
see, but you worry about that when you have those high
end luxury
cars. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I had a Lamborghini or
a
Hummer or something like that, Mercedes,
that would stay premium, and I wouldn't drive it that much.
Yeah, exactly. Especially now, it'll be the last car I bring out the garage. No showboating tonight. No, sir.
Nope.
But just I had went and did the process, put in the code to get the little 3-cent discount, put the car in, got the pump. As soon as I got the pump in there, as soon as I was about to squeeze it, I heard a clerk. She was coming my way to go and remove the signs. We have regular gas now. I'm like, oh, really? Clink, take that bug out. Start pumping it, hitting it up in there, trying to get it to go sale cancel. It took a while for it to do it. As soon as it did, I pulled it back out and we started again with regular. And we filled up. I think it was like $35 to fill a car.
Yeah. What was it, last week? Last week I filled up. I put $40 in my car, and that'll last me for like a month, maybe a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about it. I have a good judgment of things. God has looked out for me in certain ways. I don't know. It's like He says, "Do this, fill your car up," or I have a thought to fill my car up. You know what I'm saying? I fill my car up and I'm good. And then you hear about a pipeline that has been hacked and you're not going to be able to get gas for the next few weeks. I've been good, dude. It's all blessings. Every day is a blessing, dude.
So you do about 10 miles a day, max.
Yeah, max.
If you need to stop by a store, it's usually en route. I mean,
Correct.
you don't go too far off.
Nope. Don't have to. Don't have to, dude.
So now, where's the closest shopping near you? Where do you have to go to shop?
That'll be 7 blocks this way and 13 blocks away, which is Costco, Target. What else we got over there? It's like a mini mall. 116th Street and FDR Drive. Yeah, it's close. This is New York, dude. They have everything here. Well, you know what they don't have here in New York City? Yeah, not New York City. Guess one thing they don't have in New York City.
Walmart.
You got it right.
That's why I was asking. I was going to see what stores you gonna name. I'm like, okay, they got a Target. Target. I would expect. Costco's. That kind of threw me off.
Costco, BJ's. We got BJ's.
So
Costco.
if y'all don't have if y'all don't have a Walmart, then that means you don't have a Sam's Club either.
Nope. But Walmart is 40 minutes away from me.
Wow. New Jersey.
Yep. 40 minutes. Go to Teterboro Walmart. 24 hours. Super. One of the superstores. 24 hours.
So what about the Target? Is the Target 24 hours or it closes like 11? Or
I think yeah. Target closes at 11. I think. Yep.
So y'all don't have any 24-hour stores like Walmart, anything like that, do you?
Not in the city. Not in the city. There used to be what one was? It was like a supermarket, a big supermarket. What was the name of it?
Harry Teeter, Kroger's.
No, not one of those.
Nope.
It was a local name. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. But now we got those German companies coming over. Did you see the
Aldi's.
the little Lidl? LID.
It's like a yellow and blue logo,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. We got one here.
Yep. Those are the German companies. They're coming over. There's another one too. Yeah, but I know about the Lidls. Lidls, I used to go when I was out in Germany in Hamburg. They had a Lidl store that I used to go in there. They had a 6-pack of good German beer for like €4. That was a damn deal because they had like the 20 ounces, 22 ounces of beer. I'm like, oh shit, I'm good. Yeah. So the question I asked earlier: no more game nights.
I didn't tell you what happened.
No.
There was an update that was done to the group. I probably should have read it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But in that update that occurred to the group, it removed. I know it removed rooms, and it removed another feature. Which, if you go to the group, you notice that there's no more rooms in there. If you go and click on an old room, it won't come up. All the room feature has been completely disabled. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to create a whole new group and then invite everybody to that group.
Mm.
And I have been trying to get it situated since the last one. And since the month of May is about gone, I'm just gonna let the month of May be a loss. But June, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna look at probably the second week in June. We start back up.
Okay.
And I'll probably do that, make that change before the end of this week. If I can't get, because I submitted a lot of tickets to Facebook, and I had the post in a notepad to where every day one of the tasks that I was supposed to do is get up and resubmit that same post. Just keep sending the same post over and over again till somebody answers it.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil, huh?
Yeah, you know, Facebook won't do anything unless you're doing some type of violation, like a hate crime, or you're actually, you're doing something to somebody. But when you need like actual help, and they have no contact number, no contact information, nothing.
Oh, well.
So I haven't been able to get any help there, but yep.
Who's out there? I see there's some people out there. Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody had come in. I said, okay, who checking out? And I know
Where's Steve at? Where's Steven?
Yeah, Steve usually when he pops in, he usually make himself known. I'm sure he's probably here because he's working. He's monitoring the Twitch sites.
I used Steve had gave me a scene, and I used part of it. I didn't use the whole thing, but I used part of it last weekend with the green screen that you saw. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of liked it. Yeah.
Is that him right there? Let me see. Yep, I thought that was him.
Dirty 151.
I haven't touched OBS in like 3 weeks. Well, but yeah, I haven't even been in that studio. The studio that I was in earlier,
Mhm.
that was probably the when I started the show, that was the longest I've been in that room in the past 3 weeks. Hey, Eric, do you play instrument?
I messed around with the piano. I learned guitar, but I forgot it. And I played trumpet when I was in elementary school.
I'm gonna send you a photo before, if I don't forget about it, we'll get off.
Okay.
I found a drum set today. I'm still debating on if I want to keep it or not. It's an acoustic drum set. It was a good deal. It's missing some small pieces or whatever. And everybody that I asked about it that are drummers, they said it's a good beginner's set. And I'm like, perfect, because I am a beginner. Nobody in this house plays drums. So it ain't like I need a pearl or whether it's a Ludwig or any other big studio or production type drum set. All I just need something to start off with. Now I have a electric drum, which can serve probably just as much use as the acoustic, because I can connect it to a computer and
pads.
Play all my sounds in it manually.
Mm-hmm.
So I can play more sounds with that than I can with the acoustic drum, because the acoustics, if I need to record it, I gotta mic up everything. I gotta put mics to capture this sound, capture that sound. The only reason I got it just so I can actually play like actual drums, just like DJing. You can start off with a controller, like say for instance the electric drum is like a controller. It's easy to use. You got multi-purposes that you can go with, but the acoustic drums is like turntables.
Correct.
I mean, there's nothing like the feel of actually hitting an actual drum, hitting the drum heads, and you get the actual sound
and the feedback
from produces.
It. Yep, and the feedback from it.
It's kind of like that way a lot, that people may not understand. Like, well, you got electric drums. Why did you have to get that? I'm like, well, it was cheap, and mostly all the pieces were there, and just something that I can practice with to drive my kids and my wife crazy. So yeah, I got it.
Do you remember the first really cheap electric drums? It's probably before your time. Sensonic. Mattel made Mattel, believe it or not, they made a drum called Sensonic. It had 4 4 gray pads that you could play with drumsticks. And you could have like the snare was on one, you have a bass drum on the other, and some other sound you want on 4. It was 4 pads. You could tune it up and you could program it. That, if I remember correctly, was 16 loops that you could have. So you can have like patterns and fills. Synsonic drums. Let me see if I could pull that shit up.
Now, is it like the Guitar Hero set?
No, this is
You ever seen
before
those?
that. This is before that.
No, I'm talking about is it made like that? You're sitting down and playing. It's not like an actual box that have the drum pads. Because we had one of those too. The kids had one.
Yeah, okay. It came out in 81. There's a demo on YouTube.
Man, I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
I had a drum set around that time.
Let me send you the link so you can check it. Control C. Command C. I keep forgetting the keystroke since I'm on the Mac. Command P.
Oh, how's that working now? You never did tell me.
Which one? The new one? The newer one
Yeah,
I got?
the most recent one that you got.
I haven't. I opened the back of it up and closed it back. I said I ain't ready.
Open the back of it up and what?
And closed it back. I said I ain't ready for this right now.
Oh man, it ain't that much. Your hard drive right there in front of you.
Yeah, I got the tools too. Dude, I just did the green screen last week, right? Okay, leave me alone. And I hooked up the SL3. Okay, I'm chugging along.
So you've been doing sets with the Denons and the SL3.
Well, this Saturday will be the first one. I did a practice. I did a few practice sets. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot about the torque. You know what I'm saying? I got like the 1200 torque. I don't get the same. I can't throw it off like you do it on the controllers, but I love it. I love it. Do you remember the Denon 3700s, right? Did you use them?
I've slightly seen them before. I've never played on them. I saw them at like a local store, and that's when I realized that they had moving platters.
Oh yeah, that's
like, oh, so there's something besides the V7 that has moving platters. Denner had some.
Denner had the first one.
Was that the only one? The S? What is the S?
DNS 3700. No, they had one before. The DNS 3700 was direct drive. They had a belt drive out that I have under my desk somewhere, or probably is in storage. They had a belt drive out first.
Wait, that's a controller or a CDJ? Or
CDJ, a CDJ.
That was belt drive.
Well, there was a belt drive that the platter moved. That was the first one from then. I said, oh, you can see my face, man. It moves like a turntable.
And this was all before the NS7 and the V7 series
Correct.
came out, right?
Yep.
But you know there was something probably before the Denons. Technique.
The Technic move, the one that looked like the 1200, the Dex, did that move? I don't remember. Did it?
I think that one was before the Denons.
Did it move? That platter moved?
Yep.
Got me thinking here. I might have to do some investigation.
Yeah, now that I know for sure because I played on those before.
But I think the Denon ones I'm talking about is before that.
Well, I don't know. The Denon I saw was late. It was like within the past 5-6 years.
Yeah, this is before that.
No, I'm talking about that was my first time. That was my first time seeing them. I know that they were old. They had been out for like a long time, but that was like my first time seeing them. About around that time.
Yeah, I have to do an investigation. But yeah, the Denons that I had before The belt drive. I'm talking about. This is before I was married, so this is like 14 years. 14, maybe this was before I was married. So at least 3 years before I was married. So 17 years ago, maybe 17 years ago, they came out with the belt drives. Because I was using I had turntables on the side, and I had the C. It was another denim, but it had the two pieces. It had the controller on top, and then the piece where you put the CDs in. You had worked it from the top, and then put the CDs in on the bottom. Yeah, but those was like 17 years ago. I gotta if I remember the product number.
So this is setup I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll let you know. It may be about around this, maybe earlier than what time is it right now? What time is it? I don't have my watch on.
1 minute to 12.
1 to 12. Probably about maybe 10 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know. I may do it during the daytime. I don't know. It depends on when he replies. The guy that came up with the chart that I used to teach with, great visual aid. I mean, if you get the grasp of how it works, then I mean you can learn how to do anything. I mean, I know you said you're not a big scratcher, but I don't know if you have. Did you ever play the DJ Hero game?
No.
Hold
Nope.
on. I have it out.
Okay. I think this is it. Yeah, that's 5,000.
This right here.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what you talk about. Okay. And that is what again?
This is this one goes with the Wii. This one works with the
okay.
Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
But they have them for the other game
Okay.
systems as well. And it's basically a mixer. You got your crossfader right here.
Mhm.
Well, I guess these are just controls. The little joystick toggle, A, B button, or positive negative button. I don't even remember what that was used for, but what you mostly use is the crossfader and the platter. And the platter doesn't actually spin. You actually have to do motions, but what made it so confusing is that you had to use a combination of buttons. So your hand had to be hitting certain buttons, or you had to hold down a certain button, in order to do a scratch. Now, if your line was in the green, you would have to hold down the green. If it was in the red, you have to hold down the red. If it was in the blue, you had to hold down. And then you had to do whatever type of scratch that it is. So the platter wasn't made to be rotating. It was just made to move. So when you did that scratch, it would emulate it.
Oh, okay.
And if I remember right, you can switch it. You can switch it left and right. If I remember right, you can flip it to if you right hand, yeah, you can. You could take it apart, and you have to remove the cover off, and you can dock it in from the other side. And I played it a couple times. I did a couple things. If I could ever get the Wii back working, I may try it again. But the concept that he kind of uses, it kind of goes off. I tell everybody, I said, okay, if you can play DJ Hero, if you can understand how DJ Hero works, then this will work, because the way that it works. Say your baby scratch. Your baby scratch on the chart, it goes up like this and down. So it's basically like a heel. And then if you're using a fader, there'll be dots somewhere on that heel where you need to either cut in or cut off. But since you're doing a fade, since you're doing a baby scratch, it's just up and down. And the forward motion indicates the up. When you're going back, it indicates the down. So it's like forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. But then when you start adding dots in there, you got the crossfader. And the thing is, you get to see everything in one little square. And he created a chart. The chart has over 1,000 scratches on it.
You were talking about this last time, correct?
Yeah. And so he's mastered it and got other stuff. He even got it to where and he hasn't finished it yet, to where hold on, pull my mic out. He even has it to where you can you can emulate the sounds through your keyboard. Can you still hear me? Did my mic come back on? Make sure my mic came back on. All right. Oh, you played? Oh, I didn't know you played drums. Play all brass instruments and drums. Now the set I got is a basic set of drums. It's called percussion something. Oh shoot, I forgot the name. Let me look because it's right in here. Percussion Plus. That's the name of it, Percussion Plus. If you Google Percussion Plus, it's I think it's a 7-piece. Oh, you got that's right. I think you was there when he was here, and a lot of people got the chart. Now you may want to get a larger chart because that text is that image is very small. I mean, it's detailed. He did it to where it's really detailed, but it's also small. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna keep the drum set because I haven't decided whether I'm gonna keep it because let's see what it's missing. It's missing the kick pedal. It's missing the whole cymbal, the cymbal stand and the cymbal, but it has the hi-hat, but it's missing the hi-hat. What is it called? The hi-hat clamp. That clamper cymbal that holds the top cymbal and that brings it down. It's missing that in order to bring it up and down. What else? And it's missing a screw. And I think that was about it. The kick drum head has a hole in it. I'm gonna see if I can try to patch that up. I'm gonna Google in a while to see what you can do to patch up that. It's a hole probably about that size. Yep, I have the PDF on my desktop, the other computer in the other room. So what else you got going, Eric?
Not just chilling too. The Denon decks I was talking about are called the Denon DNS 5000.
That's the belt drive.
That's the belt drive one, yes. And they came out in 2008, so it's like 13 years ago. Almost like I said, like 13 years ago. Yeah.
Cool.
And those rotated. The platter looked more like a controller platter, like the NS 7 controller platter with the slots instead of the dots. But then you could change the top. You could put a decorative design on the top of it. So I had like one was a red psychedelic and one was a blue psychedelic plate that goes on top of it. It was the size of a 45. The platters were the size of a 45, so that was 7 inches, 7-inch platter. Yeah. And did you check out the link for the Synsonic drum?
No, what did you send? Did you send it to me in Messenger or you sent it in this?
In the chat, StreamYard chat.
Oh, you did private message.
I did? Oh.
Yep, you did. Yep.
I'm sorry.
All right, let me see.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's why I was asking you if it was like a Wait, are you still? Let me make sure I didn't get disconnected.
I'm here. I hear you.
Okay. Because I didn't know whether it opened up a new tab or whether it written over the tab that I had.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I want to say somebody I know had one of these.
Dude, I used to walk around the streets with those headphones plugged in because it was battery operated. You could use it with batteries. And I used to be programming my beats walking down the street instead of
Now, I bet you somebody made a single off one of these.
You better believe it, dude. It was more than one.
You know who?
No, I don't know exactly this model, but I know one that was even cheaper was the Casio. You remember the little white Casio keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
That was about this big. Remember the little white Casio? This is about 81, 82 also.
Didn't it have like green keys? The buttons were green or something like that?
Nah, it was all white. It was little. And the keys were little. They made a song off of that called The Bubble Bunch. Jimmy Spicer. Called The Bubble Bunch, The Bubble Bunch, The Bubble Bunch, rocking to the beat.
Let me show you something powerful to have if you ever run across one. And when I start doing my mixes, this is what I'm going to use. This is like the only actual manual or the actual drum machine that I have that's not MIDI controlled besides the machine. This right here, this is my lights are too bright.
That's a Korg?
Nope, this is a Roland or a Boss
Okay,
DR5.
Okay. Yeah. I used to have the old silver one, little box. DR5's boss.
A friend had these when we was back home in the 90s. And the stuff that he used to create, he has a beat on this one. I haven't really created anything on it. I got the manual pulled up on my phone. I got to go through and relearn it again. When just like I did with Serato a few weeks ago, where I went through and went through everything completely. I'm gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna open up the manual and relearn everything from beginning to end. Because I could operate it the basics, but I want to be able to get into it more in depth. So when I do that, I jump directly into the manual and I start from the front cover and go all the way through the back. And then after that, I also go through and I pull up websites and pages.
Right.
And
Yeah, you have to do
other
that.
stuff. Just learn
You have to
other
do that.
stuff about it. So that drum machine, especially the kick, the 808.
Yeah, but you know, there's also the settings. You could change the settings, change the tones on
Yep.
those bosses. You could add specific effects to just that tone, especially on the rolling keyboards and anything rolling. You could change the sound. You know what I'm saying? You can make it your
Mhm.
own sound. And who wants to sound like everybody else?
Exactly.
You want to sound like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make your own sound. Make your own tone back. Make your own samples. Why not? The technology is there. We could do this.
Now,
Yeah.
Derek said he played. Man, if you said you write marching band music as well, man, that's make you some hits. Make you some marching band hits like the Beyonce track.
Yeah, because that's what the
Before I Let
marching
Go.
bands do. They do renditions of popular hits, and they do
Mhm.
they coordinate with the is the marching band that coordinate and do the dance moves, make it look like Michael Jackson moonwalking. Remember that one?
Mhm.
Yeah, do it, do it. He's in New Orleans.
No, he's in Birmingham.
Oh, Ham. He's in the Ham.
Ham. That's
He's in the
right.
Ham. I'm in Harlem, but you don't think I don't know about the Ham, son?
I remember the story, but I'm trying to remember where it was. It wasn't Birmingham. It was South Carolina, right?
What?
With the
With the dreadlocks?
with the dreadlocks.
Yeah, that was Johns Island, South Carolina.
Oh, here you come. What you gotta say? You don't have your. It says you don't have your mic in your cam.
Huh?
So you got to connect this mic in the cam before. There we go. All right, there he is. What's up, man?
Everybody good? I'm good, man. I just seen it listen while doing my class work.
Okay, just get that education, dude.
Yeah, I have to get the education.
I'm all for that.
So what you said you wrote for marching band? Was it the school that you was at, or it was a class?
Fairfield High School. I worked there at the high school band for 12 years. I raised some
Man,
of
nothing, anything you didn't do?
If it don't make money, it don't make sense. I gotta not make money.
And get your education.
Get my education.
Now you primary work security in the prison system, right? You still doing that?
I am.
And you write marching band music.
Yep.
And he's
And
DJ.
play percussion. What you said? You play percussions and brass instruments.
Yeah, I can play all them instruments, all brass and all drumming, all drums.
What about you play keys? You play piano?
I can read keys. I know how to play it, but I really don't like to play them.
Oh man, that's a skill set I would love to have.
The right marching band music is a whole lot easier.
What about guitar? Strings.
I can play all the skills. I just don't have the feel for it.
Until it makes dollars and makes sense.
Right.
Exactly.
When somebody said, "Well, we need somebody that can play a little violin." Oh, okay, I got
You know what? I ain't tried the violin yet.
you.
The only thing you gotta do is flip it sideways. It's just
Yeah,
like a
but
guitar. It's just like a guitar. You play it like a guitar.
I don't know, man.
Uh, yeah, yeah, man. That's good.
I can,
Always be open to all instruments. Always, but once you get the keyboard, you're able to play keyboard real good. You can play any instrument that you want. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the sounds out now. You know, and you could do modulations of the sounds, pitch switches of the sounds, which make you sound like you're moving a string up on a guitar. You know what I'm saying? You could do all that with a keyboard right now, and I think that was pretty much one of the things that is a detriment to live musicians right now, because you got a kid in his bedroom. His parents bought him a keyboard. Now he can make a song without using any fucking real musicians. You know what I'm
right?
saying? Yep. So, but they call that progress also, right?
It is. Because I teach doing some enrichment for the high school band, for new beginning marching band students. I teach them how to play the brass instruments during the summer.
Yeah. That's is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a good thing when they want to learn. The good thing about it, they all want to learn who's gonna be there.
Okay.
And $250, parents paying $250 for just for the summer. You know how to play an instrument, or you gonna learn how to play it.
Yeah. One way or another, you gonna learn how to play this instrument.
Yep.
I'm gonna earn my money here. Well, I got special permissions from your parents. They told me that I could put a foot up your ass if you don't want to learn.
You up there laughing and joking. They had to sign a waiver. You laughing is a waiver they must sign. So you can't get mad because your kid's getting rain or doing push up. Or may get popped a couple of times.
Okay, what did I just walk in on? I got disconnected for some reason. I'm hearing y'all talking about kids being
Oh,
pushed into what, band or instruments or sports.
you said earlier you wanted the conversation to continue.
Yeah, but I didn't know what the conversation. I'm coming in. This ain't what the conversation was about when I got disconnected.
You should have got disconnected.
Technical difficulties on his end.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just know all of a sudden I just saw swirl marks appear where everybody was, and I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on with this internet. And it was something with StreamYard. So I had to refresh StreamYard.
Okay. I'll
I'm
cue you in.
just talking about the conversation that I came
I'll cue you in. I'll cue you in. Me and Homeboy was talking about what he does. He's teaching kids over the summer how to play instruments. And
that's good. That's excellent.
And you probably walked into the part where he was saying,
okay,
like whatever they gonna learn how to play this instrument. So I was like, yo, you gonna be there putting foot up ass and shit. He said, no, they gonna all have to sign a waiver. All the parents gonna have to sign a waiver. So if they gonna be doing some push-ups and shit. Am I right or wrong, my brother?
You're right. They paying $250 for each kid in marching band, beginning marching band class.
And you're gonna make sure that they learn something.
Exactly. That's what he said.
No electronic devices. Check them in at the door.
Check them in at the door. You
And
get
go
caught
in
when
a
you get out the
box.
car.
You
Get
better
it.
leave,
You get
leave
it on
him.
your way out.
We getting at the car door so when you get out the car. We need that cell phone going in this box inside this bag with your name on it. At the end of the day, you getting this cell phone back. I call cell phone the kids' masters.
That's just the way I would do it. I have no complaint there.
It's 4-band
Especially they
directive,
said $200, $250 per child.
Yep.
$250 per child.
How many weeks?
Just for the summer. It start the second week in June to the end of July.
Okay.
That's over a month, about 6 weeks.
Yep.
And the
And
4th
this
of
is
July.
entry level band
This beginner band and entry level.
for what ages? Is this for like freshmen, up and
Middle
coming
school,
freshmen?
basically middle school and upcoming freshmen.
And how many you already got students signed up for that?
We have total of 200 students already signed up and paid.
Shoot. That's a nice check.
At the end of the summer, it's nice.
As long as you don't have any to drop out, but I'm sure you probably ain't gonna have that problem.
We only had one kid to drop out because he refused not to come to the band room high.
What?
He was higher than a kite. Came. I know I'm smelling marijuana. He always walked the band practice. Next thing you know, the police came looking for him. Oh, they looking for you. We called his parents. But he dropped out because he was too high. And the police was looking for him anyway.
Dang.
So they lost $250 was non-refundable.
How far was he in the program?
About a good week to 2 weeks in it at the most.
Straight to juvie, huh?
Yep. But the crazy part about it, he can read drum music.
That's why I don't understand kids that have the talent refuse to use it. They have friends that peer pressure them that it's not worth doing. Come and join us. We want you to hang with us on the corner. We want you to sell. You ain't gonna make no money playing drums. You ain't gonna make as much money playing drums as what you will be selling this weed or making up this rock or whatever. And I don't understand it where they fall into that height.
Being a gopher. They go for anything in here. Sound good.
That easy money life.
You right?
Easy money and the lifestyle of a drug dealer.
So you remember the movie Drumline when Nick Cannon couldn't read music?
But he learned.
That this kid actually knew how to read drum music.
And that's a plus. That's a good thing to have. I can't even read music.
I gave him a drum kit at the high school band. My drumline I always play. It's on sheet music. This boy played this thing perfect on the third go round. That's what he been director. He don't need to be in the beginner class. This boy read a marching band.
So what experience had he had before taking the class? What was the reason for him taking the class?
He wanted to be in the marching band, play on the drum line.
So in order to do that, he had to take a class, or that was something that would have helped him.
Yeah. Because every school year, they do a welcome back for the school kids. The drumline player a certain cater. It's a cater that they always play for years. This boy played it perfect.
But his lifestyle got him caught up, and now he can't even do that.
Right.
Sad.
Think about 14 to 15 years old.
Man. And what did the parents say about it? I mean, how did they react? How do they feel about what he's doing?
Parents,
Are they
no,
type of parents that didn't care or that just didn't know? Or
I don't know they didn't care. I know they had to know because the dad came to school. He was high as a kite too. His eyes bloodshot red. I said, "Oh my goodness, apple don't fall far from the tree."
okay, now that says a lot right there. That says a whole lot.
Like father, like son. Luke,
You got everybody in the house high.
Luke, I'm your father.
Yeah, high as a kite.
They cannot be mad with him.
That boy that hour bloodshot red. I said, "Man, this man got to be high." I'm smelling man when he came. Oh, I see why the boy smoking weed the way he smoked. Cause you high, he
Your knees giving out on you, Kenyon?
Yep.
You get that favorite chair.
Getting old.
I got yeah, shoot, y'all ain't standing up. Why I gotta stand up?
How you know I am not short?
Man, you ain't that short.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm sitting on my bed.
I'm on my stool, my bar stool.
So let me ask you this, Derek. What tips do you have for a beginner drummer? I mean, I could probably play some stuff. I probably can't play two instruments at one time using my foot and both hands and keep it in. I mean, I have to practice that. I haven't.
Got to get the coordination.
Yeah,
dude.
coordination. That's one thing I got to work on.
The coordination comes with your flexibility of your wrist. Do not play on your drum set till you play on the pillow for 10 to 15 minutes first. Or the pillow not
what?
like a drum.
Play with drumsticks on your pillow, pillow for 10 to 15 minutes before you start playing the drums. Correct?
Correct. Because the pillow not going to bounce back like the drum head will.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta have a loose wrist to play a drum.
Oh, you can practice on the snare also?
No, play on the pillow first, because you practice on the snare, it's gonna bounce back.
Yeah. There's no bounce.
Oh yeah. Okay. The pillow.
Everything has that head is tight, so it's gonna bounce.
Yeah, it's gonna bounce up. Yeah. And the bounce in your wrist creates different sounds. The trills that you could get from a drum, and I forgot what else they call it. It's a different sound. That was back in the day. I forget a lot. I know a lot and I forget a lot. I have to have a refresher course on everything.
And for your bass drum,
is there a certain hand position that you need to hold your stick? Because I know you don't hold them the same way. You hold one is underhand, one is overhand.
What? Yeah.
I'm gonna get drumstick. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. Do.
See, everybody, you can learn more than DJing tonight. You can learn some drums too. You got drum lessons.
My drums are in my keyboard, and my keyboard is off.
These are margin drumsticks. They thick and heavier.
Okay. You said they're Martin?
These margin drumsticks.
Okay. Oh, Martin.
They thicken and heavier than any. So if I go into a store, about how thick are you talking about?
My child drumstick, because she got small hand. These are the 5C. This was actually a drum set.
Okay, now the ones I got, I don't know where they came from. I think these are ones I got from like a Guitar Center. They got funk on them. So these are funk.
Okay, I'm looking at the drumsticks now on my TV as well. Them basically marching drumsticks. The thinner the stick, they made for drum sets.
Yeah, this one is
Yeah,
labeled
okay.
for funk.
So
The
the
hub
thicker
like toothpicks, but they actually smaller drumsticks.
they made for drum sets. The bigger the
Yeah.
drumsticks, they make made for marching bands. Okay.
But these actually marching drumsticks here compared to
There's no taper. There's no taper on the marching sticks. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's tapered a little bit.
Yeah, I see. It's more up near the top.
Yeah.
It doesn't taper all the way down. Okay. Thank you. See, I've learned something today.
But this is how you hold a drumstick for a drum set. You hold them your hands together. Marching drumsticks, you put your left hand.
Let me see your right hand.
Okay.
I can't see your right hand.
Right hand is just a regular.
Regular's
Yeah.
right hand.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Marching band is still the same way for the right, but it's going through your middle and index finger
Okay.
for marching drum set. For marching drum.
So the right hand always stays the same.
Yes.
Just the left hand. Now, does that make a difference? Which hand that you are? If you're a left-handed person, does it flip to where your right hand, where your dominant hand is like your right hand?
Good question you asked. I'm a dominantly left-handed. I had to learn how to play the drums, the marching way style, because you do drum cadence, your hands look the same, move the same.
I've never seen a drum set backwards. You know how people play the guitar upside down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen a drum set placed the other way. I've never seen that.
Because you gotta play the exact way everybody else in the group. Majority of drummers you're gonna see are right-handed. So I had to learn how to play right-handed. You know, it was kind of awkward about for 2 days. I got used to it quick.
Yeah, I think it's all about the coordination.
That too.
Yeah.
And determination.
Mm-hmm. It's coordination and determination. Good stuff.
And there's a little traveler drum pad my child used to take with her in the car.
Okay.
They have 2 different sounds. That's the mute sound. You can barely hear it. She can practice all day long in the house. It's different sound for different side.
And what she used that for like practicing cadences or just building up strength and speed.
Building up strength and speed. It's some of the drum cadence for beginner band. They learn how to play on a drum pad before they even touch a drum. You gotta play it on the drum pad first.
So is that what you when you start the classes, you're gonna start everybody off on the drum pad for like the first maybe 2 weeks?
Nope. A long pillow. Walmart got like the long body pillows, long throw body pillows. Walmart
Yo,
you can have 2 of them on the table.
You can
they gonna hate you the first week.
You could use 2 of those tables that Kenyon has right there. And you can spread out a long pillow. Get 2 of those tables.
Now we got a lunchroom table inside the band room. We put a lunchroom table out. We put all the drummers on the side of the lunchroom table.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, they're gonna hate you for the first 2 weeks. They're gonna be like, when we get to play on real drums? I'm tired of hitting on this pillow.
When y'all all playing the same way and y'all all playing together.
Yeah, don't even let them see pictures of drums. Have some video screens up with pictures.
You want to play this?
Yeah. Exactly.
What was the line in Drumline? One band, one sound.
Baby, we can
One
tell
band,
who
one
who
sound,
play
so
the
they
drum
all got to be hitting the pillow
At the same time.
in the
same
same time.
in the same way.
Pillow got to sound the same for each person.
Yep.
And the
It
pillow going
sounds like it's one loud hit.
to hate you after that.
Yeah.
You got
We
these
tell
kids.
kids who all in the marching band as well. Always
That's
practice
what I
on
said.
your
They
pillow.
gonna hate him. They gonna hate him the first week or two.
Yeah.
We tell all the marching band kids, you know you're on the drum line, still practice on your pillow. Cause sometimes your drum case sounds sloppy because I can tell you ain't been practicing on your pillow.
Like, Mom, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there tomorrow.
But you pay that $250, you got to go.
We ain't practice on no drum. He got to hit no pillows all day.
It's called a
Oh
bit
yeah,
of
that's
practice.
something. What's the hour? How long do you have the class? How long the class a day?
They start at 7:30 in the morning to 12. A break from 12:30 to about 1:15, 1:30.
Wait,
They
hold
end
up.
at 3 o'clock.
Hold up. Wait, hold up. So the day is not over at noon? You can't
No. Oh, you got a lunch break.
you doing summer school. That's summer school hours right there.
You want
That's
your
why
band
that
to
mom-
sound right during football
That's why
season, don't you?
That's why the mamas were paying them $250.
Because they got a free they got a free hot lunch coming every day.
Oh, okay.
It ain't gonna be the same thing. And at the end of the Martin's band camp during that summer, it's gonna be barbecue hot dogs, polo sausages, hamburgers, full layout at the end of the summer.
All right, so let me ask this to finish this off. How does the end of the session
They
what do
all
you
gonna
do at the last day? Because I'm sure, do you have like a competition to see who's the best? Have people go head up against each other, or everybody has to do a solo rendition to a certain? They basically got to play, show what they know.
they all gonna play a song together with the whole entire band. The beginning band, they all gonna play a song together.
Mm-hmm.
And the head of the band director and two of the band directors are gonna pick who they want to be in the marching band. And they also have alternates too. So say somebody kid gets sick or get put out the band, the next person's gonna move on up. And the homecoming, the whole band, all of them play together doing homecoming.
You're over percussion, right? So this summer session is for all instruments, all band instruments, or is it just for percussion?
I'm over me and another guy over percussion.
Okay.
So we got total 5 band staff on the roster.
Okay, so this is not something that you and him are doing just for those that want to play percussion. This is something that is done over the whole gamut of the band, all the instruments or whatever. This is preparation for students to move into band in the beginning of the school year, to where they're not starting fresh.
Correct.
At least they have some type of experience.
Right, because since whole COVID get released up, the band normally do 8 to 10 road trips every year. They be in Atlanta, Tennessee, New Orleans, North Carolina, Mississippi. The band travels.
That's some good stuff right there. That's good. So how many what's the maximum amount of percussions that you have?
15 is the cutoff.
Dang. I'm thinking that you do a big group of maybe like 30 or 40.
Oh no. No.
So 15 between two people.
Yep.
7 to 8 per person. Yeah. Have a lot of different races or different. I mean, you have males and females, or mostly males.
Of course. the strongest snap drum we had for the last 2 years was females.
Wow.
And them girls was on it. I can't say nothing to them, applaud to them, shake my head to them guys. These girls are chopping y'all alive around here.
Now, do they also learn showmanship whenever y'all teaching them, or that stuff they learn they need to pick up on their own?
You gonna teach showmanship from the start. If you lose a drum battle, you got to try again next go round. But you start acting a nut, you might say you have to go off the drum line. You got to work your way back up.
I mean, like the little tricks and stuff they have to do with the sticks.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of sticking involved.
Crossing over and
yeah. We teach a whole lot of drum sticking cadence as well.
I was watching the video last week. I can't remember who it was that I saw it with, but it was a son and father that was playing. They were both playing on the snare beside each other, and one will play. They were basically playing a follow me, or I think they were playing like a horse.
Yeah.
That the dad would start off, and then the son would have to play. Then the dad would play another one, and then when he messed up, it took him a while before he messed up on something that he was working on. And then the son took over, and then they got to a point where they was I don't know what it's called that they did, but they would change up the bars as for how they played them. They would do like one bar, and then they went from 4 bars to 4 bars, and then jump back to 2 bars a piece. And then they did they closed out with the final where they just had to keep tapping, keep hitting until somebody tapped out.
Yeah. They called an open challenge. Like you playing basketball, you playing a game out.
Yeah, and the son, he got tapped out. He's saying, you can't handle this hot sauce, boy. You can't handle it.
Because I had a kid a couple of years ago said I couldn't play the drum. The only thing I played was Brad instrument, played the tuba. I said, you fail to realize how many drum cases that y'all playing, I hear right and I wrote the majority of them. So how you gonna tell me how to play the drum cadence? He called me out in front of the whole entire band.
Challenge.
The head drum line coordinator said, give him what he been asking for a long time. We got a drumstick with a string on it. Basically, a trick drumstick. When I was playing the drum cadence, I was flashing it like I was about to hit him with it. Better come back to my hand. How you doing that? Don't worry about it. It's something you got to learn, buddy. And the whole drum line want to do that same drum trick. Y'all can't do it basic drum cadence, right? How you gonna do a trick first?
It take years to learn this, grasshopper.
Now, what you said, you had a string that was attached somewhere.
Yeah, attached to the
end of it.
So end of the drumstick. So he throws it out and comes back like a pair of nunchucks.
Okay.
Yeah, like a yo-yo, but it comes straight back to my hand. Now keep on with the drum cadence. Them kids in the band room went crazy. Man, how you doing that with this stick and the stick ain't falling out the air? First, you can't be scared of the drumstick. It's gonna hit you if it's not. If it's gonna hit you, it's gonna hit you. If it's not, it's not.
That's what's up.
I guess you could tie a big rope around both drumsticks and use it like the Chinese guys, like the big long pole.
Some type of what's the name? Mortal Kombat? Is it
Scorpion?
Scorpion.
Get over here.
Scorpion. Come
Yeah.
over here. Get over here.
Beat on you, throw you back.
You know, the one kid can get that drumstick come back to his hand. That's the first time I saw it done. I said, man, it's gonna take y'all years, all y'all be able to do this. How you making the drumstick come back to your hand and you keeping it on beat with the drum cadence? Man, y'all know how easy it is. Y'all think it's hard, but it's easier than you think.
Easier than hitting a 3-point.
Basically. Yeah, that shit ain't making a layup than trying that trick there.
What's some practice videos you would recommend me to start off with?
Basically, all beginner drum set videos. All beginners. And learn your rudiments.
Learn my what?
Your drum rudiments. You have basically 40 drum rudiments.
Rudiments. See, because the thing is, I had the option to learn drums for free. The head of the church, the head of the ministry of the media, he just left. His last day was Mother's Day. His last day at the church. He got an offer from another church in Warner Robins down by Macon. So he's gone now. He was doing free lessons for kids. And you know, he's saying that I can come and learn too. But I never did have time to go and check it out. And I probably should have took him up on it. Because I know they had a thing for him last week, a farewell event, and one of his students was there, and she appreciated what the time and, you know, the education that he gave her in order to learn drums. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh, I forgot that he was doing drum lessons, and I should have jumped on it. I mean, I got an electric drum. I got a Simmons. It's just something I got from Guitar Center when they had the Guitar Center outlet.
Yeah.
I mean, I could use that to hook up to play something in Pro Tools or get tied into Machine and you know, just play. I don't have to play like I would with the acoustics. I can just play what one sound, get that sound out and switch over and play another sound. I can have it to where it's sequenced and looped. But just to be able to play everything at one time is something that I want to pick up.
And one thing about DJing and drums, they all come together because you got to know how to keep rhythm.
Yep.
You see what I'm doing with this drumstick in my hand?
See, I don't have that type of.
This is the basics. A drumstick.
Are you constantly moving? Because it looked like you stopping.
I'm constantly moving, but I'm spinning it back over my hand.
Okay, well, you must be going so fast that it just look like it look like you twirling it and you stopping, twirling, stopping, twirling, stopping.
In the back. It's all about drumsticking. We have to teach that too by the third or fourth week.
I wish they had a class like that. Well, I'm sure they probably got classes like that everywhere for some school. And what school is this? A certain school, or is this for any schools in the Birmingham area that may want students to take that course?
Basically, it's for high school bands only because Birmingham school system basically a known rival for Fairfield.
You said Fairfield?
Yeah, Fairfield High School. That's on the outside of Birmingham.
That's on the wait, don't say it. I've heard of Fairfield. I'm trying to think of where it is. It's on the let's see. Bessemer, Hoover. That's on the northwest.
It's actually on the west side. If you know anything about downtown Birmingham, 6 minutes away from downtown Birmingham.
So it's right near downtown. It's near 20.
It's basically off of 20. It's between Bessemer and Birmingham alone. They sit in the you sit in the center.
So does 20 is the 20 runs on the north end of Birmingham, or does it run directly across Birmingham?
You know, regular across. You can take 20 all the way to from Atlanta all the way to the other side of Mississippi before it turned to Highway 13.
Yeah. So there's more of Birmingham or more rural areas of Birmingham south than it
Yep,
is north of 20.
correct.
So basically, Birmingham south of 20 can run Birmingham, or what people will call, well, of course, after maybe about 4 or 5 miles, you're not in the city limits of Birmingham. You're in other areas. You may be in Hoover, or you may
Correct.
be in Bessemer, or you may be in at Fairfield. You may be in trying to think what's on the east side.
East Lake, Roebuck,
Yeah,
Tarrant. And we did basically our Fairfield incoming marching band students only. But we tried it once before with all Birmingham City schools. That thing, them kids took some of Fairfield drum cadence and made it their own. So we switched up all the drum cadence.
I did not even know that you played drum.
Yep.
Cause I was when I was in the store and I saw the drum set, and I was standing over it, looking at all the pieces. I'm like, okay, that piece is there. That goes with that. This is for this. Okay, that's look like it's missing something. And there was people walking around, and they were looking. They like, oh, you finna get that? I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. And there was one woman that came by. She was a music teacher. She used to teach music, and she said, that's a good deal. You might want to get that. So I started hitting people up that I knew played drums. I hit up 2 or 3 guys from the zone that I knew played drums. And then I hit up the guys from the church. We got a group me message board, and I just sent the message there. I sent the video clip, and they didn't reply back. I didn't get a reply back until after I had got home from them. And then I just went ahead and got it. I just said, well, I just take my chances. This is a good set. I mean, if anything, I could probably, if I don't want it, I could probably resell it and get what I paid for it easy.
Right. It's
then
funny
when I got home
church
and put everything together, then I'm like, okay, this is missing this. Like there was no pedal, and I noticed this. I think I noticed it when I was leaving that there was no kick pedal. There was no pedal for the kick.
Kick pedal.
That's probably one of the main pieces that missing. That and
hi-hat pedal. Hi-hat pedal was there?
The whole cymbal, the whole stand, and the cymbal for the single cymbal is missing. But there are cymbals for the hi-hat, but it's missing the
trap cymbal.
It's missing the clamp that holds the top one. Okay. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the hi-hat clamp.
The holds the top of the hi-hat up when
that holds it on that pole, and that brings it brings it up and down when you hit the pedal.
Yeah.
And I can actually make something to hold it in place on that.
It shouldn't be that much money. It should be that much money. It should be cheap.
No, it wasn't. It was. I seen one, the exact one that I need for this particular kit. I think it was. There was one for $5 from one site, and Amazon had them for about, I think, between $10 and $20.
That's about right.
I still need those other pieces, so I don't want to put. I necessarily don't want to put more into the drum than what I paid for it, and I only paid $50 for it.
I'm gonna tell you a trick. Put a
I'm listening.
put a washer under the cymbal itself
Uh-huh.
and do it just like that,
Put a washer.
like a nut washer, right
Uh-huh.
about some of it. So when you open it and close it, it'll close by itself.
Mm.
I need something to hold it in place. That's what I need. I need to.
No. He's saying what he's saying is when you put the nut up there, right?
Yep.
When you push the pedal up, it'll close back. When you release the pedal, it'll close back by itself. Correct?
Yes.
Yo, wow, dude, you just taught me something else.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I didn't do that. I was at a church one day and the drummer said his cymbals not working right. And I had a nut wash in my car. I put that nut wash on that cymbal pole.
Yep, and then
Just the phone.
The pole will push the cymbal up, and then when you let it down, hilarious.
When he did that, he said, "Man, I ain't never think about that. I think I think outside the box."
Yeah.
No, you can't do that with this.
Yes, you can.
It doesn't have the. Okay, hold on. Let me move in on it.
You can put one at the top, one at the bottom.
All right, look at it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Now you put a nut right there, going down at the bottom, close to the bottom. As close to the bottom as you want your tremblance of that.
Right on that top brass piece.
Yeah.
You can put one on the other side of it.
Yep.
What you talking about? Something that'll hold this in place like this?
No. Yes. One under it. You might need a washer also.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but you got to find something because
right. But you see what it's saying now.
But it's the same diameter. So
you get a washer.
Once you get it on, it doesn't slim. It doesn't widen down. This whole pole is the same. It's the same diameter all the way down.
Well, try this way then. Put tape around till it's thick enough.
If it went from like this to like this,
then
where I slide the net down, it will firmly lock in place. But let me see, because I had a tool.
Use tape on that pole.
It probably wouldn't. I don't think it'll work with this one because the shaft is the same. It's the same diameter all the way down. Let's see. Because y'all don't know. I'll correct some stuff in a minute. Let's see.
Okay. You gotta find one that's tight enough where it won't slide as easy.
Yep. Small enough washer. Yep.
Nope. And the thing is, it can't slide all the way down.
Correct. No. You want to be able to adjust it too.
Yeah.
Adjust it to that level.
See, and that's
man, dude. The DJ Silent Assassin. He's teaching me some stuff here tonight.
Nope, too small.
Yeah, but yo, even look, dude, you might even have to put a washer in a vise and drill it.
Put some tape around it.
Yeah, if it's too big, yeah, put some tape. My mind even went to Gorilla Glue for a second.
No, Gorilla Glue, you may have to replace it. All you gotta do is retape it.
My mind went to. I'm crazy. My mind went to Gorilla Glue.
But I was at a church. The drummer kept saying his cymbal's not working right, and I saw how his shaft was made. I'll be right back. I put that washer there and slid it down. I said, "I tried now," and I walked away. He said, "Man, I ain't thinking about using a washer." A lot of the time you don't think because you're under pressure.
Yep. Yeah. I think Kenya left this again. Yeah, looks at me. Ah, man. Oh, here he comes. He's back.
Yep, he's back. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's his laptop. I should have rebooted it before I. Now, what I thought about doing, I know it would have been temporarily, is using high temp hot glue.
You can use that.
Create a bottom piece and create a piece on top to close that, to lock that symbol in one place.
But you don't want to lock it, because you might have to break it down one day.
Well, it's hot glue. It'll be easy to break free.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be temporary. It'll be kind of permanent until I start stamping on it hard enough and it starts weakening out. But
you shouldn't stomp on a hi-hat that hard. You shouldn't be stomping on a hi-hat that hard. You should be stomping on the bass drum harder than you should be stomping on the hi-hat.
And that's what I was thinking about doing.
Because the hi-hat is more of intricacies or tonal pressures.
Oh, there we go. I found something that'll hold it in place for a while anyway.
There you go.
All right.
Hit your pedal.
You gotta get it.
I gotta move it up. I got it up too low.
You hit your pedal. You sound like the Chinatown.
And you got to put one on top of it too, because
I gotta find another one. What I just used.
Yeah, well, it can be better. Clap down together, so that out balance.
I don't know where this one came from. Let me see. Just put something on top. Wait it.
Pick the drum from the boat before the raid. How many times I stop counting?
And it's supposed to make a solid sound, not supposed to be loose.
Yep. That's why it sounds like it's because it's all back.
All right, I might, with the piece that I got in here now with hot glue, that will hold it. That would do it.
Yeah, it has to be tight on that piece there.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is what I got on here now. This right here. I don't know if you can see it. This little plastic piece right here. It slides on, but I can slide it down, but if I just leave it alone without anything else holding it in place, if I fill it, because it can be filled in. If I fill it in with hot glue, it's gonna be there. It's actually the black piece to one of these screws.
Okay.
And it was able to slide on, and then I had to break another one off in order to get it to close it on top.
Yeah.
But when I went and looked for the manual for it, I went and looked for the assembly manual for the drum to find out what pieces was missing. And like I said, I'm missing the whole cymbal, just the cymbal stand and the cymbal for it. I'm sure I could probably get that, or even just get a cymbal from somewhere to go with it. But that kick pedal, which I think somebody said they have one that I can have, and just a screw to hold one of the toms to the kick drum. But I don't necessarily need that screw, because it can fit down into the whole kick. But like I said, I haven't decided on if I'm gonna keep it or not. I just got it because if I didn't get it, I'd probably kick myself in the ass later. Like about round now, me talking about it, and it's still at the store or somebody bought it. I've been
You
through
went
that
back and get it
situation.
the next day.
Been through it too many times. Where when I go back the next day, I go back as soon as the store open in the morning and it's gone. I'm like, shh. But after a while, it takes a while, but I end up finding another one. Never know what you'll find until you go inside.
Right.
Sometimes I think, well, I'm going in. It's the latest part of the day. I'm not gonna find anything. And this is what I saw earlier when I went to the store. As soon as I pull up in the parking space, I pull up in the space near where the donor doors are, where if you're bringing stuff to drop off, it goes to that person. And the guy took a tool chest out of this truck, and it looked like it wasn't a real huge tool chest, but it looks like a nice black tool chest. And he never took it inside the whole time I was there. He was looking at it. He was about to push it in, and he was out, and then he started smoking on his e-cigarette and start looking around. Then he got on his phone, and when he got on his phone, I'm like, okay, I know what he's doing. He calling somebody. To come by. He's gonna price it, put it out on the floor. They swoop in, pick it up, and either they get it for him, he gives them the money or whatever, and he takes it home, or he offers it off to his buddy. And that's why I said with stores like that, you got to know you need to know somebody on the inside. Always good to know somebody on the inside. Yeah,
And another thing, it don't seem made by the same brand.
What's that?
It don't seem made by the same brand.
Yep. The only thing that's different, the stand that I got this snare on is a pearl.
It's not gonna matter.
It does come with it does have the original what I said called Percussion Plus.
Mm-hmm.
It came with a pearl snare stand and the Percussion Plus stand. And I know that pearl stuff is expensive, man. You could tell the difference between the two because the pearl stuff is a little bit more. The components of it is solid and a better quality.
It is. That was majority of marching band, college bands use is pearl.
But yeah, all the pieces are Percussion Plus. I don't know where they changed some of the drum heads out. The drum heads for the snare is a Remo, and the other heads are. Let me see what they say.
Drum heads are least important, dude. It's the construction of the drum wood itself, and the way you maintain the wood of the drum. Am I correct?
All way you gonna tell the difference is marching band. If you got to ear for how the drum will sound, you can tell what head they playing on.
Oh, okay.
Well, the bottom, the clear on the bottom is an Evans. No, the clear on the bottom is a Remo. The white on the other side is an Evans. Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, I am. They made by the same company, different stamp on it. Them the same drum head.
Dude, like I was just saying, it's not the covers. It's the quality of the wood and the construction of the drum body itself.
The drum body is metal.
But the everything pearl, they the same drum company, they got a different stamp on it. Only thing you do is paying for the name of the head.
Now, do they come in different colors?
They do.
The Evans is white. The Remo is clear.
Yeah, because Evans got the Remo got a black dot on the center for marching band. Marching band have a black dot, and the regular drum set gonna be clear.
Okay, yeah, this is clear. Now, which is best to hit on?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
A very fine woman. That's the
What? Change subjects? No, we're not going to have that.
You can hit on either side is what you prefer using. Depends what you prefer using.
So it doesn't produce a different sound.
All of doing marching band drum setups they do. So it'll be tight or loose. It depends on who playing and how they playing.
All right, now let me ask you this, because I've seen this, and I'm gonna hold it up. Each piece has a black piece of maybe like vinyl, something that the person put on here. See that tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be the purpose of that? What was the purpose that they put that on there?
It's for tension. He probably like how to like the ring of the drum sound.
The sound.
Yeah,
the sound.
And so that was his spot. That's the spot that he hit, or
no, that's spot.
The tape produces a different sound with it being there.
Different sound. He wanted to sound darker with that tape right there. With that tape on the drum, it's gonna sound darker. The more tape you have, the darker it's gonna sound.
Okay, so this one, the snare, and I don't know, he stuck 2 different types of tape on here. Let me show you what the snare has on it. This is the snare now. And the
wow. Yeah.
2 black pieces right here, and then 2 purple. I don't know, 2 color pieces, but they're folded. If you look at it, see it's kind of folded.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You know what I'm thinking there? If the snare was tight or the snare wasn't tight.
No. It's right there for a reason. He want to hit the memory. He want to hit in the dead center of the drum. They just keep on hitting the center of the drum.
Okay. So those are like the quadrants, like north, east, west, south.
Okay, yeah.
Hit the center. Okay.
He want to keep hitting in the center. They know he hitting in the center by looking at what the tape on the drum and when he playing.
Why you just don't put a dot in the center of the drum and focus on that?
Because there's different sounds going out without
the drum out. You put a dot in the center of the drum, you're gonna wear that dot out of the center of that drum.
No, I mean like a big dot, like a big circle.
Why would you do that? You're gonna wear that big circle out.
That would be your area. You would hit in that area. That would be your center area.
When you playing drums at a live performance, I don't think you're gonna have a big dot in the center of your drum. You can be checking on yourself like you know what you're doing. So maybe that was the practice drum set he had right at the house.
But what about it with it having 4 pieces of tape on it?
This is a practice drum set. He just going to make sure he did in the center.
I mean, I could tell the center of the drum without even, and they're not even even. I mean,
okay.
With me, with my OCD, I'm about to pull it off because they're not like this. One is like they're like awkward. They're not even aiming toward each other.
Stop! That's the ADHD in you. Stop!
That's exactly.
Stop!
And another reason why he probably did that too. Stop. You may record yourself practicing on the drum and see where you're hitting the drum at when you're playing, while you're practicing. Because I can look at hit that drum and tell he's all over the place playing that drum.
He done knocked his camera out. He's out.
By looking at the center of the drum, I can say he have no techniques for real because he's all over the drum head.
I was thinking there was more like you know how you loosen up the snare on the bottom and you get different sounds, or you use what's that, the whisk? So you get
yep, but
I don't know.
Like you said, losing the center on the snare of the drum on the bottom.
Right, yes.
It's a clamp that you push down and pull up to tighten and loose.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, before parade, he took the whole snare off the drum. He came to the band room, nervous, scared, and upset. We had to drive 4 hours away, some part of Tennessee for a parade. I had my floodlight and my tools on the back of that bus. I got that drum together in the nick of time. That drum sound better than any drum we had the whole entire Martin season. The band, you think all them drums sound like that? I said, not right with that, boss. I'm tired. I don't want to see them more drum, period.
Okay, I see. I came in. I'm tired of them out now. Okay, I'm done talking about drums.
What's wrong
I'm
with you,
about
man?
to,
You all right?
yeah.
You
I
better
don't know
wrap it
what's
up.
wrong with my internet. It must be this laptop because I've had it on all weekend. I probably should have restarted before I started it up in here. Right now, I'm finna see if I can get this.
Okay.
I'm finna get this hot glue gun and see if I can get this to.
He's gonna put it. He's gonna try to put his snare, not his snare, his hi hat together tonight. Before.
Yeah, this gonna be working in a few minutes.
That Mr. Fix It.
Hey, there he goes. There he goes. Well, and remember, dude, make sure you have that was like an inch or like 2 inches to get the most sound out of it, and then you can bring it down, something like that.
Yep.
Is that okay? Yeah, I remember that. I used to do studio work back in the '80s, and I used to have to do live drums, working with salsa bands and stuff like that. So I remember how to set up. I remember how to set up. I remember how to mic. Yeah, those are the good days. You got his gun.
Gotta wait for it to warm up.
Yo, dude, you got a gun with no gas.
We got a problem.
He got a gun with no gas.
All right, guys, it was good. It is 3 hours and 42 minutes. Time to wrap up. Of course, y'all know how I let y'all wrap up. Who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, let me let you go.
This is one of the DJ and checking out. You can catch me all on Facebook. Information contact is on my Facebook page. DJ Silent Assassin, one word. I don't mind giving out my numbers on Facebook.
Hey people, how y'all doing? I'm DJ Eric Prince. I'm out of here hanging with Kenyon on what's this, the 11th, May 11th, 2021. You can catch me on Twitch.tv/DJ Eric Prince, and you can catch me live every weekend on Saturday from 6 to 8 on Mixcloud. That's mixcloud.com/live/DJ Eric Prince. And then you could still do it on Twitch. Go find me on Twitch. I'll pop right up. Also, you can see me on YouTube. YouTube.com. Look for DJ Eric Prince live from Harlem. Okay? And old mixes, you could go to CeeDogPresents.com. CeeDogg Presents.com. And also SureRecordPool.com, people, and SureRecordPool.jp. Until next time, peace out. See y'all later.
I had myself muted. Okay, so now let me go ahead and introduce myself again. Once again, this is Ken Ellis, aka The Kid. I'd like to thank everybody for checking out Atlanta DJ Zone Tech Tuesday Live. All the guests that tuned in, everybody that was here, if you was in the comments or whatever, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, ring that bell notification so you would know next time I'm doing the show. Because there may be sometimes I may not feel like doing anything. And it'll be somebody like Eric that will hit me up and ask me if I'm going on. And I will find a way to make it happen. I will create something last minute and I will come on just for us to talk. And there's always some type of new discussion or a new thing that we talk about. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and get that. Make sure you get that notification because I have a ton of videos. I at least got 24 or more videos that are not on my YouTube channel that I've done either with Facebook or some other streaming method that I need to upload to YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe and get that bell notification. So when I just drop the whole load of them, that they're there. There's stuff that I've talked about before. There's new stuff that I haven't even mentioned yet, but they may be in those videos. So make sure that y'all subscribe and check that out. And like I said, we'll catch y'all on the flip side next Tuesday. I got some work to do. I'll see y'all next week or whenever. Be sure also to check out coming in June. The Pandemic Games and Entertainment Group will be starting back, even if I have to create a new group. Facebook, during the update, they took out the rooms feature, which was the primary feature that I used for the Pandemic Games and Entertainment Group. But if I have to create another group, I will. So if you're a member of that group, look out for the new link when I create it. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Check the channel out. Also, if you're a DJ and if you're a DJ only, make sure that you join the Atlanta DJ Zone, Atlanta DJ Swap and Resource Group, which is a buy, sell, trade, barter type of group for DJs and pro audio, lighting, video gear, anything that's related in that area. Of course, you need to be a DJ or a musician or somebody in order to do that. We try to keep everything strictly to the content for that. So try to keep it there. No posting personal ads or whatever, live videos or whatever. If you want to do that, there's another group and it's called Atldjzttl presents ... green room. And what that is basically the green room for Atlanta DJs and everyone else, whether you're an artist and you want to get your music heard, you're a musician and you want to collab with a DJ, if you're a future client or a potential client and you're looking for a DJ for your event, whether you're a promoter, a club, a bar owner, a wedding coordinator or whatever, if you're looking for a DJ, you're looking to network with DJs, especially DJs in the zone, then that's where you want to go and you want to join that group. And like I say, you can just Google or you can search Facebook for Green Room, and you're looking for Atldjttl presents ... the Green Room. Or you can go to facebook.com/groups/DJ Green Room, and it'll take you directly in. But anyway, I'm sure I've said enough. It's late. I will see y'all tomorrow. Also, check out tomorrow. I will be doing the cutting room. And the cutting room, I will be working on flares and orbits. So if you're a friend and you're on my timeline or whatever, look out for it. If you're in the zone, look out for it. I may do it in the zone. Or I may even do it here on YouTube. I may do a double feature or whatever. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because if I do it here, you will see that opportunity as well as other stuff that I have going on. And I'm trying to get in contact with my man DJ Radon to to help out with the tutoring of that. I will be doing some stuff. I'm still trying to learn it myself. There's some missing pieces that I can't figure out with it, but he's the man that I go to in order to learn it because his technique is the technique that works for me. So make sure you tune in later today for the cutting room. Look out for the notifications on when that will start and when I will be doing that. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. Thanks, Eric Prince, DJ Eric Prince for tuning in, and DJ Silent Assassin for tuning in. I will catch y'all later on, if not tomorrow, next week. All right, peace. And we are out. Deuces.